The open ocean, a vast expanse of breathtaking beauty and untamed power. For centuries, humanity has sought to conquer it, building vessels of incredible size and speed. But the sea is a relentless force, and when things go wrong, they go wrong in the most spectacular and terrifying ways imaginable. Today we're showing you what happens when a dream voyage turns into a nightmare. We've found the most insane boat crashes ever caught on camera. A party boat goes under. A speedboat meets its match. A catastrophic miscalculation. Tons of steel out of control. A collision course in the fog. What's up everyone, and welcome back. Today we are diving headfirst into something absolutely insane. We've scoured every corner of the internet, digging through countless hours of footage to bring you the most unbelievable, heart-stopping, and downright crazy boat fails ever recorded. These are the moments that captains and crews have nightmares about. Honestly, you are not going to believe what happens in some of these clips. The sheer scale of the destruction is mind-boggling. We're talking about everything from colossal cargo ships that dwarf city blocks, to tiny, agile speedboats that can get into big trouble in the blink of an eye. No vessel is immune to disaster, and let me be crystal clear, this isn't CGI, this isn't a Hollywood movie set with stunt coordinators and safety nets. This is 100% real, raw footage of things going horribly, catastrophically wrong on the water. So, if you're ready for some pure, unadulterated chaos, you've come to the right place. Stick around. This is going to be a wild ride. Brace yourself for shocking boat crashes, unbelievable maritime mistakes, and moments of sheer panic caught on camera. We've got 10 of the craziest clips lined up for you in our official countdown, and trust me, when I say each one is more intense than the last. We're building up to a finale that you will not see coming. In the next few seconds, here's a quick taste of the madness we're about to unleash. This is just a preview of the chaos to come. From massive vessels losing complete control to jaw-dropping collisions that defy belief, this is real footage, showcasing real, life-threatening danger. This is the kind of stuff that makes you question ever stepping on a boat again. It's a stark reminder of the respect the water demands. I've watched these clips over and over again, and even now, I still can't believe some of them are real. The physics, the forces, the sheer bad luck, it's all on another level. And we're not just here to watch the chaos. For each clip, we'll break down exactly what went wrong, from simple human error and moments of distraction to catastrophic mechanical failures that no one could have predicted. So, grab your popcorn, maybe a life jacket, and make sure you hit that subscribe button so you don't miss a second of the action. It's time to get into the top 10 boat crash fails you absolutely won't believe. Let's kick it off. Let's kick it. Kicking off our countdown at number 10 is a stark reminder of how a perfect day on the water can descend into a scene straight out of a nightmare. It begins with an idyllic party, a celebration of sun and sea that many of us have experienced, but this one takes a terrifying turn. On a spacious pontoon boat, the music is blasting, everyone's having the time of their lives, and the sun is shining. It's the picture of summer fun. These boats are designed for stability and leisure, making them a popular choice for large groups, but that stability has its limits, especially when the unexpected arrives. Suddenly, a fast boat roars past, leaving a massive wake in its path. For any vessel, a large wake is a hazard. But for a pontoon boat crowded with people, its flat, wide deck makes it especially vulnerable to being rolled. It's a recipe for disaster waiting to happen. The correct procedure is to turn the bow into the wave, allowing the vessel to cut through the energy. Instead, the pilot makes a catastrophic error. They underestimate the wave's power and take it broadside. This exposes the entire length of the boat to the wave's lifting force. A critical mistake. The first impact is violent. The boat lurches hard to one side, and the collective balance of everyone on board is instantly lost. Confusion turns to rising panic as people and objects slide across the deck. Before there's any chance for recovery, a second wave follows and slams into the already tilted hull. The boat is now past the point of no return. Its natural buoyancy and stability have been completely overcome. You can hear the screams as the vessel keeps tipping. It's a slow-motion disaster unfolding in real time, a terrifying, unstoppable roll. The center of gravity shifts dramatically as everyone is thrown to the low side. Physics is unforgiving. In a final, sickening motion, the boat capsizes completely, throwing every single person into the water. Coolers, chairs, and phones bob amid the debris and the shocked passengers. What was a carefree party has become a desperate fight for survival in a matter of seconds. This incident is a stark warning to all boaters. Always respect wakes and anticipate potential hazards. A single misjudgment can have immediate, life-threatening consequences. Coming in at number 9, we see how even the giants of the sea are completely at the mercy of their machinery. This massive ferry is carrying hundreds of passengers, relying on powerful engines for every maneuver. It's on its final approach to the pier, a routine docking procedure. Then, an eerie silence falls. The engines die completely. The colossal ship is suddenly adrift, its momentum carrying it forward. This is a captain's worst nightmare, a total loss of propulsion and power. Without engine thrust over the rudder, there is no steering. Without reverse thrusters, there are no brakes. The floating skyscraper weighing thousands of tons has just become an unguided battering ram. The result is inevitable. A deep, grinding crunch echoes across the water as tons of steel meet unyielding concrete. The pier cracks and splinters under the immense force of the impact. On board, passengers are thrown forward by the sudden violent deceleration. It's a moment of total loss of control, resulting in millions of dollars in damage to both the vessel and the pier. It's a powerful illustration that even the most advanced skill can't overcome dead systems. Redundancy and emergency preparedness are not just best practices, they are absolutely critical. At number 8, David and Goliath, with an expensive twist, a delicate dance of power and precision, then miscalculation, miscommunication, or current pushes the tug offline. Too hot, wrong angle, seconds from disaster. Contact, an ugly scrape carves down the cargo ship's hull. The tug suffers worse, crumpled hull, integrity compromised, a multi-million-dollar mistake. Precision, communication, and understanding forces, no room for error with giants. The smallest player can cause the biggest problems. Number 7. High speed, high ambition, and a very hard landing. They hit the wave at full throttle, airborne, suspended between water and sky. What goes up must come down. The nose points nearly straight down. Not a splash, a crash. The bow digs, the boat stops cold. Everyone is catapulted. Gear and people explode into the water. Broken bones, concussions, a destroyed boat. Water can feel like concrete at speed. Courage is nothing without skill and respect. One small miscalculation, life-altering disaster. A brutal reminder, thrills turn tragic in seconds. Number 6 scales up. Picture-perfect cruise turns terrifying. A navigational error, now a floating city is feet from a protected reef. Emergency maneuvers, reverse power and thrusters fight physics. Passengers can see jagged coral below, clearance measured in inches. One entry error, one distraction, one GPS glitch. Thousands of lives and a fragile ecosystem at risk. A narrow escape. Maritime stakes don't get higher. Number 5. Small, fast, agile doesn't mean safe. Classic cross traffic. No lanes, no lights, no rules. A free-for-all. They slam together. Both riders tumble into the surf. Following riders hit chaos. One swerves to avoid a person and flips. In seconds, a multi-vehicle accident scene. Designated zones and awareness save lives. This was 100% human error. Number 4, high-stakes sailing on the ragged edge of control. Tons of force in the mast, then a sickening crack no sailor wants to hear. The rig shatters, aluminum, sharp wires, flapping sailcloth everywhere. Coming in at number 3, a nightmare scenario where the engines are fine, but the steering is completely gone. Suddenly a billion-dollar vessel, weighing hundreds of thousands of tons, becomes an unguided drifting giant. The cause is a broken or jammed rudder. With this single point of failure, the ship is now utterly at the mercy of the wind and currents, a terrifying prospect in the crowded shipping lanes it was built to navigate. The crew sounds 5 short blasts on the horn, the universal signal for "I am unsure of your intentions and I doubt whether you are taking sufficient action to avoid collision." They make urgent calls for assistance while attempting a desperate maneuver, using asymmetrical thrust. It's like trying to steer a mountain with a paddle, a last-ditch effort that's rarely effective against the colossal forces at play. With every passing minute, an environmental and economic catastrophe inches closer. This total loss of control exposes the hidden vulnerabilities in even the most advanced maritime technology. One failed component, hidden deep below the waterline, is all it takes to turn a modern Leviathan into a floating multi-billion-dollar hazard. Our number 2 incident is a primal fear for any mariner: navigating blind. In a blanket of dense fog, visibility drops to near zero, but the tension on the bridge skyrockets to its maximum. Suddenly, a target appears on the radar, dead ahead and closing fast. The horn blasts 5 times, the engine telegraph slams to full reverse, but time and distance become distorted illusions in the disorienting gray void. A dark shape materializes out of the nothingness. There's a moment of dreadful silence, then the horrifying shriek of steel grinding against steel as the two hulls collide with immense force. It's a stark reminder that even with modern technology, nature can blind us. Whether it's a sudden radar failure, a moment of human error, or simply a cruel twist of fate, disaster always finds a way. And at number 1, a situation where the solution becomes the problem. A heroic rescue takes a terrifying and unexpected turn. The plan is textbook: a helicopter hoist to lift a stranded crew member to safety from the violent waves. It's a procedure practiced countless times. But then, the unthinkable happens. The hoist line snags on the boat's deck. In an instant, the multi-ton helicopter is physically tethered to the unpredictable, tossing boat below. The helo lurches and dips, pulled down by the boat's motion. The main rotors are now inches from striking the waves, which would mean certain disaster. Inside, the crew scrambles, fighting to free the snagged line. They face a horrifying choice. Sometimes the only option is to cut the cable, sacrificing expensive equipment and aborting the rescue. Saving the aircraft and its crew has its own devastating consequences. From steering failures to blinding fog and rescues gone wrong, these incidents highlight the unforgiving nature of the sea. Prevention is paramount. Rigorous maintenance checks, advanced simulator training for extreme conditions, and clear, redundant communication protocols are not just best practices. They are lifelines. At sea, one small snag, one moment of lost visibility, one mechanical failure can cascade into catastrophe. The brave crews who work on this razor's edge know that vigilance is the only thing standing between a routine day and total disaster.